Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, and welcome to another episode of Battle Nations Radio. Guys, feeling a little bit like Christmas Eve today, and I know we are starting a little bit early, so we'll go ahead and give everyone a sec to trickle on in here. But Boss Strike is coming in 1 day and 10 hours. It is right there. We are almost there. So today's going to be a little bit more of a relaxed episode. Yeah, what's up, Boca? How are you doing, man? Going to be more of a relaxed episode, kind of fielding questions here. Going to be going over different. Oops, excuse me. We're going to be going over preparations for the Boss Strike. I'll show you all some formations that I'm experimenting with that I think are going to work well. But again, these are always recommended to get tested. So we're going to do that. I would show off the Boss Strike a little bit more, but if you click on it, your game freezes up and implodes. So we're not going to do that. But yeah, guys, I mean, we're really close. We're really, really close. Go take a look at the stream schedule if you all haven't already. We are looking at a Thursday stream at about 8:30 p.m. Friday is going to be TBD. Saturday is going to be 10 a.m. and Sunday should be 11 a.m. Sunday we'll take a look pretty extensively at the leaderboards and kind of see where everyone is, and keep an eye out for bonus streams as well. Just because that's the original stream schedule doesn't mean we won't get more. What's going on, Judge? Been preparing for Boss Strike. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, we're real close. Again, just last minute tips and tricks today. If y'all have any questions, I'm going to go over some of the formations that I've been thinking about. Good. Going to take a break for 24 hours, so I'm good and hungry for the BS. Just getting recorded, Max. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing the same. Honestly, just work's been chaotic this week. It's been really good though. I've been getting ahead of everything. Just getting my mind and body right for this Boss Strike. I think everyone's going to go really hard, but with that being said, I think we owe ourselves a couple more wimps here, and we are going to kind of take a peek into those formations as well. I want to hear what formations y'all are thinking. Also, guys, on the first day of Boss Strike, we should have we should have a video out on Thursday just going over how to get through tier 5 or all 5 waves free to play. And yeah, Clays, I'm going early today. Exactly. It's good to see you. I like when my friends from across the pond are able to hop in even for a little bit. Also just worked out of my schedule, so yeah, we're going to get some more of that steel. 5 o'clock. We'll go ahead and get some peacekeepers. Peacekeepers, one thing that I'm going to work on ranking up through the Boss Strike. Probably not the best time to rank up a unit, but it really is. I mean, if My recommendation here, and let me know if y'all agree or disagree with this because I'm kind of curious, is if you haven't, basically you're kind of, if you haven't promoted something, I would almost wait to promote it and get that steel saved. As you can see, I'm teetering really close to max, and then tomorrow we'll make sure we're maxed and hit all the high points. But let's go take a look at a Raider formation, and let's see. That one only gives me 8. Had a Raider formation say that's wrong. That new repeat battle function has been a blessing. At Christmas came early. I truly agree. I think that's been phenomenal. That's going to be especially good for for grinding after Boss Strike and even just doing the Wimps and UMGs formations. Also, guys, really want to say from the bottom of my heart, seriously. Thank you for all the support on this channel. We passed 300 over the weekend. We're pretty good amount past it now. I forgot to post something, but I'm really happy that whether you've been here for the whole time or you're new or you're just catching up, like, thank you so much for all the support through this. This has been really fun to do. Definitely branching outside of my comfort zone a little bit with doing this. I'm not the most tech savvy in the world. Trying to bring you all content that's helpful or just even some good background noise while you're playing Battle Nation. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Really excited to be at 300. We got a lot of fun stuff planned for this weekend. I've really cleared my schedule, and I'm really excited to see how everyone does. And frankly, I want y'all to enjoy the weekend too. Like this weekend is for the Battle Nations players. And for Freckles, what's going on, man? I like your name. So that's good. How are you doing, Freckles? I hope you're having a good day. All right, so I thought I had that formation here. All right, I'm gonna need some help from the chat. So because these are missing. I know this is a 7. I'm trying to find so what I'm trying to do right now is because if you're here, you probably have a I'm just looks like I'm searching for a battle right now. I appreciate that, Clay. So that means a lot. But I wrote down some I'm so excited, Clay. I'm really excited. It's gonna be a ton of fun. We're gonna have a good time, and there's gonna be a lot of just a lot of stuff going on. There are a couple glitches in the game right now. I'm looking for a formation where I can place 11, but I don't have that with the Raiders. So we're going to go to Recoil Ridge and find a formation where I can place 9. Oh. All right. I think this is a 9 formation. So this is my tip right here. Kind of want to get into this early in the stream. This is going to be what I've been playing with. This is really what I'm thinking is going to do pretty well. So and it's going to be somewhat expendable. So I'm thinking 1. That's your chem, and you want to put this where you can hit all 3. So like, for example, for fighting this, when you're doing the boss strike on the first attack, you want to have something where this can hit all 3 and also can do 3 across. So when I have your light chem tank here, or here, you want both attacks to be able to hit 3. Yeah, Judge, you know exactly what I'm looking for. So that's going to be your first one. I'd really recommend having, I'm going to say 2 wimps. We'll hold out on a 3rd. And then lastly, for your front line, go ahead and just toss 2 megas in there. You want to space these out so you're not getting double hit on wimps or megas. So again, if you're getting hit with the pattern attack by anybody, it's only going to hit one of your wimps versus the other. Just a good rule of thumb. Guys, remember, there is that fire damage boost. So that's something good to keep in mind. If you have your dragons ranked up, I think that's going to be something good for the back. And given that these are raiders and not a lot of them have shields, we are going to use UMGs as well. At least get 1 in there. We'll put that. That's expendable, so we'll put that behind. No salamanders. I'm not a salamander guy, so we're not going to have salamanders. But we will have UMGs in the back right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And place 3 more. So we're actually, just so y'all can see, we would do it. I'm not going to put it there, but we will have a second UMG right here for the formation, but we're going to take that away for the time being. I'm gonna do a free to play formation here, so we're not going to do vets or anything like that, but just know vets would be in here. Next we would have where is it? Yes. We will put this Dexter fragment down. If you don't have a Dexter fragment, you could replace it with a veteran. And if you don't have a veteran or a Dexter fragment, my recommendation would be using a chucker or something of the sort. So we'll have that there. Actually, and then Judge, you're right. We're gonna have 2 dragons here. And then for the last 3 on here, you're going to have, so right here, where my mouse is, that's going to be another UMG. And then we're going to have chucker, chucker, chucker. Is everyone tracking it? What is everyone's takes on that? So it's going to be 3 chuckers, 2 dragons, a Dexter frag, 2 UMGs, 2 wimps, a light chem tank, and 2 heavier tanks. Is everyone tracking with that? How does everyone feel about that? Because I'm really kind of just shooting from the top of the rope here. So we're actually going to go ahead and fight this battle and see how this does. That should hopefully knock out a good amount pretty quickly. That's fine. And remember, we're going to have that increased fire damage, so it's really going to help with getting these guys knocked out here pretty quickly. Yeah, dragons do the fire damage, which is nice. It's a great dodge there. Use the wimps here. We'll do one more wimp attack right there. And the wimps can really eat it. I mean, they're not in a bad position at all. I meant Lightning Dragoons. Oh, yes. Yeah. Lightning Dragoons are another. Lightning Dragoons I didn't want to place here because this is more of a generic formation. But yes, yeah, for sure. If you have the option to do Lightning Dragoons, it's definitely going to be a formation kind of basis here. All right, we'll polish that off. And you're pretty set. Like, I know that was just one wave and you only have 9 on here, but I mean, you're in a really good spot. You can even replace one of the heaviers with the wimps if you're feeling it. I mean, it's really up to you, but that's a really good formation right now there. Right? Any takes on that? I'm actually going to go ahead and run that again, but we're going to do more wimps, more chuckers. So this is a good one, and this right here is actually a good example to show off the dragoons as well. Yes, TF2 soldiers will be really good when the hospitals are full. I completely agree with that. What's going on, Denny? How are you doing, man? You gonna be doing any streaming for the boss strike? But yeah, TF2 soldiers are good. Don't prioritize healing them though, because they do cost that bar. But guys, here's just here's a different formation style. For this one, I'd go really simple. Nice, dude. I'm excited to see that. Guys, make sure to go check out Denny if you haven't already. But we're gonna go ahead and just kind of show off the dragoons here. When you have this formation, and dragoons are primarily the best in the second row. But when you have this formation here, like a U formation, that's when it's going to be best to use those. And that'll be fine right there. And these wimps will clear up pretty nicely. Shouldn't be any issue there. I mean, the wimps are going to do a lot of your heavy lifting, if I'm being real honest. And currently my formation is wimps, tanks in front, vets, frags, dragoons in the middle, then demoman, cryo, dragon in the rear. Yeah, dragons are going to be pretty underrated this go around. And these are all our 6 units right here too. And then we'll show off the chuckers ability as well. That should, yeah, 246. That's a great crit right there. 2 gears. We're cooking, all maxed. Isn't that good to see? All right, let's try out some more formation. So this is another 9-1 right here. This is one that we did earlier, but we're going to change this one up a little bit. I'm really liking these wimps, guys. I haven't used a lot of wimps, honestly, since I got into R6. But, yeah, currently formation. Yep. So you're all set. So when looking at this, I don't see a huge potential for dragoons. I see this more as a wimp battle. I see this definitely more so as it's going to be heavy wimps, if I'm being honest with you. And then I would probably toss in a lightning or a light chem tank as well. Kind of hit down the middle right there. And I want to test out some of the other stuff. So let's go more chuckers this time. We got a ton of those to spare. And we're just going to kind of see how effective this is. We're really just experimenting today. So easy enough, straight down the middle. That is a brutal hit. So again, try and take out those big hitters first, and that's what we're going to do right now. That's a nice crit. That's a really good crit. That's fine. We will get some poison on these guys right here. Should be good. And then we should go 1, 1, 1, 1, and really just knock them out here. That's fine. We'll go side by side. Does anybody have any units that they have at right now that they're kind of like, damn, I really wish I got that to R6? Kind of curious where everyone stands. This is a good watch for the wimps, though. Honestly, that was me playing a little dumb there. You want to watch out for those attacks that are, you know, anti-infantry attacks essentially. Yeah, wimps. Yeah, wimps are pretty good. And see, I mean, again, these are only silver wolves. I gotta imagine that the formations are going to be a little bit different, but we're rolling through these guys pretty quickly here. Again, this is a call out here. I think this is going to be a heavy dragon attack. Obviously, in every formation, you're going to want to at least have 2 wimps. There's really no way you can go wrong with them. Yeah, never touch salamanders either. It kind of came and went. I know a lot of people are going to have a good time with them this go around, just given that they do have that boost. We're going to toss the dragons in here. Do like the dragons a lot. But yeah, we are. This is it's a good way. Silver wolves are great. They're really good to help you kind of get acclimated to a boss strike formation. Get you familiar with it. Hobby hanging out. My hobby is hanging out, but don't tell the mods. No, hobby is fine. So right here is an example where I want to have that chucker though, but we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be just fine. That's a 2. Take this 3 right here. And that wimp attack will kind of give us 2 options there. And if you want to get some practice in, guys, I mean, really, a silver wolf is going to be a great option for you to get some practice in. That's probably going to be the most, obviously, other than the Raiders, which we'll go take a look at in a second here. But you see, we're not even touching. So actually, we're going to take a break from silver wolves here. We are going to go take a look. We have some raider encounters here. We're going to see how we do against them. Kind of find out what's working. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of like mammoth tanks, a lot of mammoth artillery. So this is a great example right here. When I take a look at this formation, I think kind of heavy wimp. I see dragoon availability as well. So I'm gonna play to this formation. So I'm thinking there. I'm not really sure how many I can use. I want to protect these guys because those cost more to heal. So we're gonna go 3 wimps across like this. Nothing screaming lightning chem tank right here. So let's pop 2 heaviers. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, and we'll pop a dragoon as well. I think that's all we're limited to. But they do have to fix that bug. I'm hoping they fix that bug. I'm gonna actually plop this behind here, but this should we'll go ahead and get some stuns on here, and then let the wimps kind of wrap up a little bit. Let's see if that. So it does something. It does something. Not nothing to write home about per se, but we'll go ahead and get another stun. Excuse me. And you do want to watch out. These snipers are actually going to be really problematic against wimps, so that's something to keep in mind. Not liking those. Let's get those guys taken care of. And these brutes, honestly, now that I'm taking another peek at it, I think these brutes and these snipers are going to be pretty big problems against your wimp. So guys, really, name of the game here, and I know it sounds kind of anti not really what you want to do. I think the name of the game is to protect the wimps. And honestly, I'm just going to pass here. I'm just going to take a try shot, and that should end them here. And Judge was saying, total war mammoths, I find, deal a ton of damage. Yeah. Are you talking about the red total war mammoths? And guys, let me know if my mic needs to be adjusted as well. Again, playing with that. All right, I got some good SP there. Trying to SP farm a little bit in the background too while we do this, but we'll take another wimp as well. Let's see what raider attacks we got. So this right here, this is a sneaky, really good dragon formation. Obviously, I'm not sure I would really recommend doing this for the boss strike, but just bear with me on this. The pattern lines up well, so you can kind of drag in your way to the end. And if you're just farming dragons, this is a really good way to get some SP on this one. Take this across. You'll be able to hit 5 there. Should be able to 2-shot him if you get that fire damage. And guys, really keep in mind that fire damage and really play around with the fire damage too. One thing I would recommend, just after talking with some people, is that do a couple boss strike battles where you just like fight for 2 or 3 attacks in the first wave, just to experiment with like the dragon or some of these fire units. Just to kind of, again, you know, I mentioned in my video, and thank you for watching that video, by the way. But just running UMGs and Wimps for a little bit, just to get your feet wet. Another great way to kind of get your feet wet, and again, you won't get the boss strike points per se, is do 1 or 2 battles where you test out, you know, that extended fire damage. It's gonna be really good. All right, and we're just having Raiders Galore. Okay, this is a perfect one to test. So I'm gonna try and really sustain very minimal damage here on this one. Every time I'm just thinking that the Wimps are calling me. Call my name. This is going to be a 5 across. 1, 2, 3. There's good fire damage options here too. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I got to text Mrs. Hobby here real quick. There we go. We're gonna rock with the dragons here a little bit, and then mid row. Yeah, let's start to remember here how good these UMGs are. See what that can do across. That's pretty good. That's not very good. So does everyone kind of have formation ideas down to a pat? Are people feeling a little unconfident about it still? Is anybody really worried that, you know, just this is going to be too much? Any outlandish predictions? Again, this is kind of not the huge topic today is that there's the boss strike coming, right? And also watch out there, because those UMGs are not very, very powerful, to say the very least. But that does leave for a great attack. This is oof. All right, don't do what I did. This armored Raider Mammoth is really kind of something you want to knock out first. And this is where something like having a dragon or a dragoon would be extremely helpful. I think I will try and adapt the style. Clace, is there any unit that you're particularly excited to be using in this boss strike? Oof. The heavier tank there. Heavier tank does, you know, it does its damage, but nothing superb. And we're going to go take out some more of these raiders. Going to be doing some Wimps while I'm on stream. And guys, I never fight with the Wimps because to me it's just wasted SP, but it's good to kind of start training again. And this is the formation we talked about. Just 1 heavier and then plop down your 6 dragons. Salamanders, light chem tanks, lightning dragoons, and chem tanks. Nice. Yeah, I'm really excited to see the salamander gameplay from this. You know, again, I'm not a big salamander guy. But I'm really curious how people are going to use that unit and if they'll be able to do that pretty effectively. Are people staying up? I know this kind of comes out, I believe, at like 2 a.m. or something along those lines. No, for my friends across the pond, I figured you're just going to tackle it in the morning. But for us U.S. folks, are y'all fixing to stay up for it? Wake up early? What's the day of game plan? Is anyone taking off work? I guess people have cleared their schedule. There we go. Fire mod really makes this BS5 for grinding. Without fire mod, we simply don't efficient enough units, prepped or not. It would have been rough with no fire mod, so higher tiers are actually possible. So, Endless, are you thinking that this is going to be sort of like, are you thinking they're going to just kind of rep the same formations of last Usual, the Raptor Trainer? All right, so it's an hour 9 from 6 o'clock. So it's 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, midnight Pacific Standard Time, which is 8 a.m. in the morning overseas. That makes sense. So 8 a.m. is a great time to get this party going. I'm assuming this ends at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I guess that would be on the 22nd. Would it end at 8 a.m. And 8, 8, 9, 10 a.m. European time. I'm not sure what the time zones are called over there. Forgive me, but I know it's about 6 hours or 6-7 hours ahead of like the Eastern Standard Time. And that's a UMG that we're going to need. $8 in the morning overseas. Boca saying, I'll be setting an alarm and starting early, 2 a.m. I am so excited to hear that. I'm setting my alarm for like 5 a.m. Just gonna go to bed really early and kind of see how that goes. But yeah, I'm gonna pop in VC and yeah. Endless, you're saying it'll be somewhat close to BS14 and BS20 formations if I had to guess. Which is very quick to clear if going with mass heavy chem tanks. So that's interesting. I mean, the heavy chem tank was not the most well-loved nano unit, especially for being a tank unit. So if those kind of have a revival, that will be interesting to see. I don't have any personally, but I have 11 light chem tanks. So that's something. There are 6. I think most are taking off work to grind BS. I don't know if most are. I would expect if you're like the fast casual player, I probably wouldn't take off work for this. I don't even know if I'm going to take off work for this yet. Kind of play that one by ear, see how far I get in the week. But guys, I hope everyone's resources are doing well. I'm very excited to open this leaderboard right here. Any predictions? Who's going to be the top guild? Who's going to be the top 5? Do you think the devs are going to toss us a bone here, some sort of bonus? And how are people feeling about the rewards? Are you happy? You wish you got more? I have no snow right now, so no work. Besides getting my kids going in the morning, I'm hoping to get 8 hours a day. That's huge. And then Endless is saying, yeah, Endless, you're very well researched on this. They're saying, well, funny enough, the fire mod HETs have become more lethal than AS frags for this strike. Definitely not the survivability, but just pure damage. Yeah, that's interesting, guys. I'm gonna get some music going. I just noticed we're not doing that. And Halkin is saying, "Hey, Hobby, what's up, man? Guys, go check out Halkin if you haven't already. I'm a huge fan of his shorts." Those YouTube shorts, they're really good. He puts a lot of effort into them, and I really enjoy watching them. I kind of binge them a little bit. They're really funny, so I'm having a good time with those. It's really loud. That's a little funky. I like that. All right. Boca BNA. Oh, we got a name change. I'm hoping to get 2 to 4 million boss strike points in the first strike. Maybe even 5. We can clear some encounters fast. Yeah. I'm not setting a limit or a goal for myself because I'm really trying to come into this one with like clean slate. But yeah, and Cookies, like, whoa, is a hilarious name. Do you know how many points are possible after we clear 5 whips? Yes. It should be about 5,000 points from what I'm seeing, and this is from Boss Strike 5. And again, this is just from the old videos, so this is subject to change. I was seeing about 5,039 boss strike points for clearing all 5. So a little bit over 5,000. I'd lean that it's going to be about 5,000 if you clear all 5, and that'd be a huge accomplishment. So that's, I mean, yeah, if you can clear a whole 5 waves, you're totally set. I appreciate that, Hauken. Law, what's going on? Hey, guys, go check out Law as well. He makes some fantastic YouTube videos, and he's posted a little bit more recently, too. It's just been fun. But those are really well edited, so make sure to go check those out. What's up, Hauken? All right, gotta go run some errands. Have a fun stream, guys. Loving the funky ass beats. Yeah, dude, I think it's gonna be a funky ass beats kind of boss strike. Funky beats boss strike, FBB. You think the servers will hold? Would surprise if we get technical issues. Wouldn't. Yeah. Hey, we're gonna play it by ear. If anybody's been even somewhat present in the official Discord over the past couple weeks, you would know that the devs are putting a lot of effort into everything right now. So they'll get a patch. Noticeable glitches that we have right now, if you're in game, you know this is that this is the forbidden button right here. Do not click this. This is the boss strike button. That will cause the game to explode. So definitely don't do that. Damn it. Yeah, so don't click that button. And also, we are not getting the display right on the so let me go ahead and pull it up here because I'm doing a terrible job. The game won't actually explode. Explode sounds like fun. But what I'm saying is that it doesn't give you the unit count tracker right here, and it's generally right here, but it's not, so that's a-okay. Guys, if you haven't, please go ahead and hit that like button. Y'all like it up, and if you're new around here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for a lot of fun content coming your way over Boss Strike Weekend. If you want to listen to something in the background, while you're playing Boss Strike, lots of options there. So we're gonna make sure to have that for you. Also, make sure to go check out. We have videos. The 10 tips to dominate. That's a great one. Sorry, doing a little self promo here, but also go hit that live. Go hit that live button. If you go to my channel, hit the live button. And that'll be all the past Battle Nations radios if you just want to listen to some sweet nothing. Some are better than others, I will say. So if you go deep lore, you'll get some interesting ones. And guys, it won't be called Battle Nations radio for Boss Strike. It's going to be called something different. Just so you know, when I go hit on that live, hey, that's not just a regular Battle Nations radio. That's a Boss Strike radio. So I'm not sure I'm allowed to call it BSR. I'm not sure if that's been trademarked. But it's going to be Boss Strike Radio, not Banana Stand Republic. Don't get it twisted. We will not hyphenate for the point of not confusing people. Yeah, I might make some people mad with that one, but it is going to be Boss Strike Radio. And that should help. Let me get something pulled up here real quick. There we go. All right, all set. So I want to go over the rewards a little bit, and let me get another UMG cooking right here. Maybe that will work. Yep, there we go. All right, let me pull up Discord over here in the background. Going to get things situated. Computer's running real smooth today, too. Thought I had it here. Guys, give me 1 second. All right, so I'm having some difficulties, guys. Forgive me. I unfortunately can't click on the Boss Strike. I wanted to really go over the rewards today, and talk about the point requirements for that. Looks like that's not going to happen. I'll post a picture of it on YouTube once that gets patched, and I'll have a video going over all this as well. You ready for Boss Strike Hobby? And what are what are your units you bring in, brother? Okay. So I think that's a great question. And just a fun thing to talk about real quick. Again, this is not a recommendation saying this is where you need to be to do well, or saying, oh, I'm not near where you need to be. I'm just going to show off my units here. It is a glitch when you tap the icon. The devs are aware about it, so we are all good. I'm going to take a look at guilds after this too and get into some fun stuff. But we're going to go to units. Are you able to access them, Clays? Because I'm not. Okay, so biggest update is I got another tentacle. We have 3 tentacles now. I'm pretty excited about that. Still 1 Dexter, still 1 Clad. No new changes there. I've been training up some Peacekeepers. Again, they're at level 3. They're really going to be, hey, I'm going to toss one in to get some SP for it unit if I have that, if I'm feeling comfortable with the formations. So that's there. Nothing I'm training up here. Nothing. We have 58 field agents. Got them ready to go. Those are always fun units. Got them R6, so those will be good. We're going to use those. 96 turtle shellers at R5. Ranking them up. We'll get them ranked up a little bit too during boss strike. Want to have something for the SP to go towards. But yeah, we got 96 of those. Hoping to hit 100 beforehand, but we'll see. I'm currently at 3-2-1-1. Nice, Law. Yeah, you're ahead of me. Flexing the wealth, I see. I felt bad. We'll get into that. I got 44 Dustwalkers at R5. I don't think they'll be too much, but have them just in case. I have 38 Cannoneers at R6. Just kind of getting rid of my skulls that way. Snipers are R5. Don't think they'll be used. We have the Cryo Trooper at R5 as well. Only 4 of them. I don't see myself using the Cryo Trooper a lot, but we do have 30 Lightning Dragoons at R6. We have 15 Lightning Troopers at R5 with a good amount in there. So that's pretty exciting to see. Coming up on 1,500 Wimps. So lots of Wimps. 2 Vets, you know the drill. R5, they'll get R6 eventually. We do have 15 portable walls, so those are some backups there. 126 soldiers. If the soldiers start flying, we have ran out of units. We have 1 Dexter frag. Big Flex is the MG turret. We have a little over 150. We have 70 chuckers, 11 light chem tanks, 8 dragons with a 9th one training currently, 39 heavier tanks, and 12 tank killers. So that's good to see. You know what's also good to see is a little bit more steel. So we will we'll take that. I'm tossing a little more steel because I'm gonna be cooking some stuff up over tonight too. What else do we need? All right, we'll train another Wimp. Now, what I want to do is I want to go do some guild perusing. All right, let's go take a look here. Thank you for sending that over. Seriously, man, that rocks. Huge. All right. What should we do? Should we do guilds or boss strike rewards first? And sorry if I'm yelling. I'm going to try and talk a little quieter. I just want to make sure that the mic is picking it up all right. All right, I'm thinking let's go over rewards first, and then let's get into some guilds. Alrighty. This one is courtesy of Clace. This segment is brought to you by Clace. Clace, you rock. Thank you so much. I appreciate. I know you're here a lot, and I really appreciate all the support. So really happy that you're a part of this. Are you still looking for a guild, by the way? Kind of a big update. We'll get into that a little bit if you have any questions, but I'm with BNA right now. P-War is a fantastic guild, and they're going to do really well. So keep an eye out for P-War. I see them seriously being a top 3 guild this boss strike. Really excited to see what they do. But yes, I am with BNA right now, solely due to the fact that I was with them I was with BNA back in the original game when it was first out. So just a lot of familiar faces there. Alrighty. So tier 1 is 3,000 lumber. I'm hoping you have to donate lumber. That should be done when you wake up. The first person in your guild who does boss strike, who donates, probably will get you to tier 1. No issues there. It just works as the guild name. That's awesome. Tier 2, which we could all use some sort of tier 2 here. We have 15 Teeth, which is about 21,000 boss strike points. So it's clearing all 5 waves 4.5 times. So you'll get there, no problem. Shouldn't be an issue. All right, tier 3. This is where the as Anakin Skywalker said, this is where the fun begins. But no, this is the Dirigible. Not the best unit in the game or anything. I'm pretty sure it comes out at level. You get it at level 1, so it doesn't come pre-ranked. Oh, okay. Whoa. Holy ball knowledge. Deep 3-pointer here for Boica saying, don't donate right away. There may be a modifier. Can you explain that a little bit more for the people in the chat and also for me? Because are you just saying with the higher tier you have there's a higher modifier for the resources that you donate, if I'm reading that correctly? But yeah, while we wait for him to respond here, we have tier 3, which is 69,000 boss strike points. So again, we'll see just about all guilds getting there. All right, Law is saying you get more points per resource at higher tiers. Oh, is that confirmed? He said there may be, so we don't know if that's confirmed. Let me do some digging on that. I'm very curious about that. And by digging, I mean just pestering the devs in Donator General. And Cookies is saying it's not 100% confirmed. Gotcha. Cookies is saying also want to make sure it's not bugged too. Would hate to donate all your stuff to it not to count. Yeah. That definitely test the waters. Also, let's show some comments on stage here. I like that. At tier 1, your 1,000 resources may be worth far less boss strike points. Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense. That's a really good call out. Honestly, thank you for doing that because I would have just dumped immediately. At 10, it should be 1-to-1. So Boica, you're saying wait till tier 10 to donate resources. That's interesting. That's a really good call out, though. I hope some people in the chat, people are able to kind of take that advice because that's really good. But yeah, so tier 3, that's the Dirigible there. This has been a really helpful segment. I've been learning a lot. Tier 4, 30 bars. Those are going to be super important. You're going to need bars to heal. Maybe get another Laurel or something like that. But going to go 181,000 boss strike points. Starting to get up there in terms of how many boss strike points it's requiring. That's a little bit more. Tier 5, which is 35 gears. We're all going to be needing some gears. It's going to be 379,000 boss strike points. So creeping up higher. Pretty significant amount. Tier 6. Here's the moneymaker right here. You get 30 vials. We could all use a couple more vials, get some more light chem tanks. But that's awesome. That's going to be 691,000 boss strike points. So well over 1 million boss strike points now at this time. And guys, one sec. I want to look something up real quick. And guys, what I'm looking up right now is to see if the tiers match up 1-to-1, and it does look like they do. So the amount of boss strike points that everything requires matches up with how it did back in the day. Sorry, I was looking that up here, and I completely have exited out of everything. Tier 6 is the best one of all. Yeah, tier 6 is fantastic. Donate when you can, but keep your resources as close to max as possible. That makes sense. That's really good advice. Boica, you're probably better at giving advice than I am at this game. But yeah, tier 6, everyone wants those files. Tier 7, another unit. Lots of different opinions in the community about the Maverick. Here's what I'll say. I wouldn't have been mad if this was the tier 10 unit. I know the tier 10 unit we have right now is subjectively and probably a little bit objectively better. But I love the Maverick. Lots of fond memories of getting this unit. Great overall unit, fun unit, great animations. And it's going to be a pretty good unit, especially once you start dogfighting. But yeah, you'll get that with 1.07 million boss strike points, so just a bit over 1 million boss strike points. This is where it starts to get a little bit hectic. And at tier 8, Laurel's probably kind of the most meh tier on a points per reward basis. Tier 8 is kind of the most meh. Like, it's all right, but take it or leave it, yeah, nobody's. I mean, Laurels are nice, but they're not. Again, they're just not the most exciting thing to get. So tier 8 at 1.6 million, you get 10 Laurels. And Law, I think you speak for everyone in the community when you say that, because I too wish it was. I also wish it was widgets. If I'm being honest, Laurels are just kind of meh. Yeah, it's very meh. Yeah. 15 split the diff. Yeah, you know what? It's one bad tier out of 10. I'm not complaining about it because tier 9, nanopods. Yeah, everyone's kind of in that place. But yeah, tier 9. I mean, tier 9 is where it gets really good. We have you need just about 3 million boss strike points. So keep that in mind. That's a lot of boss strike points. But yeah, that's 80 nanopods. You can get a vet. You can get a super tank. You can get a M10 and a half. Lots of opportunities there. You can get some extra storage. So tier 9, very slept on. Really wish it was repeating, but that's 80 free nanopods if you get to tier 9 per guild. So let's say you have a guild of 100 players, right? And you get to tier 9. The game is giving you 800 free nanopods. That's pretty awesome. And it's also the first implementation of free nanopods we've seen other than leveling up. So that's really good to see. Just some more accessibility for the nanopods. Now you got to work for them. They're not coming easy. But that's 3 million boss strike points as a guild. It's going to be 80 nanopods per person. And then we get to the fun stuff. That's going to be tier 10, which is the snake, and that's going to look like a little under 6 million boss strike points, and that's just for tier 10. Yeah, Mason, man, welcome on in. I appreciate you coming and hanging out. We love the lurkers here, and don't worry, I'm also a big lurker when it comes to live streams as well, so I hear you. And yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, it is huge for small guilds and free-to-play players. Honestly, it's huge for bigger guilds too. Like, it's nice because I don't really spend that. I mean, I have 2 vet. Like you see, everyone's seen. I don't have too much, but yeah, it's gonna be super nice to get those 80, and I'm really excited for especially the strictly free-to-play. Maybe some of the younger players who don't have as much disposable income. That's gonna be really exciting for them, and I'm really happy that they get to have that access. It's gonna take a lot, but they got it. But yeah, tier 10. So I actually have some stats pulled off to the side so we can talk about tier 11 and beyond. All right, what we got here? So tier 10, it cost 5.9 million boss strike points. And just some quick math for all those who are concerned. Law is saying, yeah, back in the day, I used to the free boss strike netas for the promo unit. That's how they get you. It's just a repetitive cycle. It's just a circle. That's awesome. But yeah, so kind of going into that. So to get to tier 10, you completed the boss strike. You got one of everything. That's going to take 12.9 million boss strike points for the whole entire thing. Just doing some quick math. That should be about 129,000 boss strike points per player. So I'm going to type that in the chat just so it kind of stays there. I don't know how to pin something, so I don't know if we're going to promo. I wish. Just so everyone has this information, it's going to be 129K. I'm going to put the about symbol so I don't get slaughtered. About 129K boss strike strike points per person to get tier 10 in a 100 player guild. So what you want to do is just take 12.9 million and divide that sucker by 100, and if you don't have 100 players, what you're going to do is you're going to divide by however many members you have. So let's say you're in a boss strike of 50. If your guild has 50 players, each member is going to need 258,000 boss strike points to get to tier 10. Laurels and Vials will unlock by R6 Wimps. No other way to get them under level 40. Healy. That's huge, honestly. So you're gonna be ranking up the sounds like you're gonna be ranking up the R6 Wimps during the boss strike. Not the most ideal time, but again, yeah, you're under level 40. So the fact that you're getting those, that's great. I'm super excited for you. That's it's really fun getting the Wimps to R6. Honestly, the game comes through a lot easier once you get those R6 Wimps. That's true, although TBQH, now the level cap is raised, leveling up isn't such a big deal. Yeah, no, that's a fair point. All right. So again, that's for tier 10. And we said 129,000 boss strike points per player. So to get to tier 11, just to get from tier 10 to tier 11, that's going to be 11.9 million boss strike points. This is when the process becomes a little more grueling. It's not listed on here, but tier 10 to tier 11 should be 11.9 million. In total boss strike points, it's going to be 24.9 million. So to get to tier 11 as a guild, you're going to need 249,000 boss strike points per player. And on a 100-person guild, just the clarifier there. All right. And then lastly, on to tier 12, and I don't have the stats for above tier 12, so just bear with me here. To get to tier 12, it's going to, from tier 11, it's going to take 23.9 million boss strike points, and for a total of 48.89 million boss strike points for the entire thing. You'd call it 49 million boss strike points to get to that tier 12 spot. So call it 500,000 boss strike points per player. That's where it starts to get pretty intense. At tier 12, that's going to be a lot. Honestly, tier 11 is going to be a lot too. So best of luck to everyone. It's going to be a grind heavy weekend. But yeah, and to add some more clarification to what Boica brought up earlier, not on the promo side, but to add some clarification to that, guys. So let's say that for this, honestly, I'm just going to pull it up here. It's going to be easier to see versus me trying to explain it. Rogue Soldier, what's going on, man? We're going over some boss strike prep, as you might have guessed. But yeah, guys, switching back to points awards. So at tier 1, 1,000 lumber is worth 100 boss strike points. You know, not really worth donating the lumber. Tier 2, tier 3, I feel like you should be able to get to tier 4 pretty quickly. Ignore these rewards, by the way. Those are rewards for another boss strike. But you see what he's saying. So at tier 5, 1,000 gets you 500. At tier 6, 1,000 lumber gets you 600. At tier 7, 1,000 lumber gets you 700. And we don't know that the donation is going to be lumber yet. So it could be oil, it could be concrete, it could be steel. I would stink if it's steel. But yeah, it's only up to once you hit tier 10, 1,000 lumber, it's going to be a 1-to-1. One resource grants you 1 boss strike point. But below that, at tier 9, it's a 9-to-10 ratio. Tier 8, 8-to-10. Tier 7, 7-to-10. So that's where we stand on those. At Boica and Law, I really appreciate the help there, kind of filling in the gaps there. If it's steel, we riot. Yeah. If it's steel, I'd be pretty disappointed. I bet it'll be concrete for this one. Everyone's saying concrete. I do not want concrete. Give me lumber all day on this one. I do not want it to be concrete. I would love for it to be lumber, but I think concrete is winning. So let me take a pulse real quick. I wanna check here and kind of see what the try to do a poll here. Nope, can't figure it out. Can't figure out how to do. Can't figure out how to do a poll. Can't do it on the phone. So between the three, let's say I'm guessing it's going to be concrete, lumber, or oil. What's everyone's number one? We're seeing a lot of concrete. For me, it's going to be lumber. Curious if people would take oil over, because technically oil, it's not a tier 2, but also you'll need oil to be repairing units during this. But with that was fun taking a look at those boss strike rewards. Anybody have any questions regarding that? Speak now or forever hold your peace. And we're going to get into our next subject for tonight, which is going to be, we're going to take a look at guilds. It's kind of this whole thing, premise is based around is guilds. So first we'll take a trip, in BNA here. Get some more wimps trained up there. Wait on that bad boy. Ooh, 19 minutes. Let's go ahead and pop in. All right, Battle Nations Army. BNA. Viva la BNA. Recruitment is closed. Discord link in there. That's perfect. We have 93 members with our leader, Noxo. And we are one of the officers in chat tonight, Boca. Right there. So that's super cool to see. He donated 50 million gold, which is insane. So that's really awesome. But we are all set. Looks like recruitment's closed. I'm not in a leadership position, so I don't want to speak for anybody out of terms here, but just kind of basing off that. So what I want to do first is let's go ahead and see. Let's see all the level 80 guilds. Also, guys, a little fun segment tonight. I'm gonna make you earn it though. This is me being a little greedy, so bear with me. It looks like we have about 29 viewers right now. We have 16 likes on the video. If we can get to 25 likes on the video, I will infect at least 2 units. Just a fun one. So if we can get up to 25 likes, we'll do 2 unit infections tonight. Haven't done that in a while, so we'll bring it back. All right, how can it say it? What's up? Now we get a little trash talk in the video. Here we go. We got Hornswoggle Champ is saying P-War will dominate. Law is saying MM will hit the gold max so quickly we all had to go max out our second guild. LOL. Yeah, I saw a good amount doing that. Viva la BNA. What's up, Singing Fox? How you doing, man? But yeah, taking a look here. So we do have a fair amount of guilds at level 80 here, and I want to go give like a preview for each. If you see your guild on here, I want you to comment, kind of fill in the gaps. Just, what the guild is about, everything like that. And guys, we are at 22 likes, so y'all are doing a great job here. But let's go ahead and start out with Cool Ranch Mammoths. We'll read the bio and start from here. Hey, has anyone seen Cool Ranch? No? Well, just an abnormally large herd of mammoths. Well, please join our Discord server if you'd like to apply. Discord.gg/Morgan's Mammoths. I'm going to guess that is the secondary guild for Morgan's Mammoths, and it looks like they're almost full at 97 members. So congratulations, guys. Looks like you're just about all set and ready to go here. We got Goodfellows GF here. If you're not already in the Discord, apply there first. With 100 members, so 100 ready to go. Good for them. Battle Nations Army with 93 members ready to go. Yep, Cool Ranch Mammoths is our second guild. That's good to see. We got Battle Nations Army. We just went over. We got Spec Ops Center. This association is a private group of Spec Ops Center. Please do not submit. What's up, Doge? How you doing, man? Let's hang out a little bit over Boss Strike. By the way, I'll pop in y'all's VC. But this is, I believe this is the elite section of Cabbage Nation. Honestly, I have no idea. And then we have Cabbage Nation, which is casual. Those are both 100 maxed out. Good to see. We have F2W, which is the guild that I did not rank very high in the guildies, and I'm really regretting that because I think they're going to do very well. And they're doing a really good job of marketing here. We know I'll drag you in. Perfect. But we have F2W, TNG, TOG. The Alliance exists to prove that you can't go far in Battle Nations without spending. We experiment, fail, rebuild, and share what works. Whether you're free to play or mixed, you belong here because effort always outweighs spending. Guys, that is the best. That's the best description I've seen in game for a guild. So everyone else needs to work on their mottos a little bit. But no, that's really cool for free to win. That's a great description. Very friendly, very inviting. I wish them the best. I hope they kick ass. Next one, public service company. We've always been here. Doubt. The LA Noir doubt meme. No, this is run by AP BNAP. If you're uncertain, he's done a great job with this. So super happy for him. Looks like they're tried and true and ready for this boss strike. So good for them. We have P-War Reborn. Welcome to P-War Reborn Guild leader, Sergeant Strangler. Let the games begin. They're at 94. That's awesome to see. That is P-War secondary guild. Sarge is a fantastic leader. They're going to do well. And then we have the Empire. We are working on accepting people based on the list. Please stand by. So it looks like they are having a pretty big list here of people they're getting ready to accept. So that's awesome to see. But yeah, they're at 92 out of 100. They're going to do great. Really excited for Imp. Glad he was able to get that thing going. And we're going to kick back here with an intermission. But guys, I see you got me to 22 likes. I'll make a deal with you. I'll do one for now. And if we get the other one, let's do it. But let's get this guy infected. Just a little throwback here. We're just gonna go back to the infected. All right, let's go see what we can get done here. Oh, we'll collect that dragon in a second too. Fingers crossed on this one. We are going gambling. Let's collect it. I'm not sure what I got. Did anybody see it? Well, it wasn't a Colossus. Bullfrog. All right. That was not worth it. Froggy. Casino. Let's go gambling. Yes. Bring back the loot boxes. I'll say it. All right. Everyone's please just dislike this video, I guess. I don't want to do that again. That was horrendous. Remember, yeah. But yeah, also, please hit subscribe if you haven't already. That really does help the channel. And for those who weren't here earlier, went on my little pedestal, but really appreciate everyone, seriously, in the chat who's been here long or short for helping the channel. Really excited about being at 300 subscribers and really want to know how I can help improve this channel and definitely stepping outside of my comfort zone with this. So really happy to be a part of this community. But with that little spiel, let's get another trainer, and let's go ahead and resume with BSR. Oh, that's the wrong button. Alrighty, BSR. I just realized it's not going to spit it out in the same order, which is really disappointing. Okay. Hellstorm Corps 2, which is at level 80. They have 81 players. Second competitive guild of Hellstorm Corps, aiming to be tier 13 plus. Please apply on our Discord for a mission. Wow, I mean, if you get two guilds to tier 13, that'd be pretty impressive. So they're going to be a group we want to keep an eye on, see if they live up to those expectations. We have BSC here. If you're looking to apply, please join the HSC BSC Discord. Only members will be invited. They have 96 members. It's awesome to see. We have Rebel Rejects, built to fight, born to rebel. If you're interested in joining us for Rebel Recruits, copy the Discord link for the invite. See you on the battlefield. That's great. Hey, Clace, have a good night. God, you'll be fast asleep on Thursday, but I'll catch you in one of the other streams, and good luck, man. But yeah, we got Rebel Rejects there. They got 100. They're ready to go. Goodfella Aces. If you're not already in the Discord, apply there. I think we went over them. We did Cool Ranch Mammoths. The OG. The guild of several returning guilds, including RAE, WTF, Only Core, GOA, UN Elite, Elders/ATC, and Base, and more. They got 99. They're kind of stacked up there. That's good to see. And that's really cool. That's a good name, honestly. The OG Old Guard. I love that. BNA, we did Sock. Morgan's Mammoths. You ever heard of these guys before? No. Welcome to the herd. We are number 1. Clip it. It's clipped. I mean, it's on here. They're saying they're number 1. No, I'm just joking, you law. No, join our Discord if you're interested in applying. There's our Discord, 81 players. And just for people who aren't familiar, you want to have like 80 to 100 is about the sweet spot you have with guild members, because it does sound like there's going to be guild weighting in this, meaning if you have less players, you'll get more boss strike points per person. We'll go over that a little bit more on Thursday when we have live examples. But yeah, good for them. I'm really excited to see what the Morgan's Mammoths is doing here. Banana Stand Republic, where we left off. The legendary BSR, which is a flame, banana, and heart emoji. They got 100 members. Good to see them back. Lots of banana stands. Super excited for them. I love seeing everyone, kind of all these people come back. And Oaks Austin is saying, we are number 1, but every number 1 is a DDoS from Snakesters. I'm not going to comment on any of that. Where did my dog go? Oh, he's roaming. We went on 3 walks today already. Free to win. That's awesome. We talked about them. We got PWX. P-War Phalanx. That is awesome. Super excited for them. If you are not already a member of P-War Phalanx but would like to apply to this or one of our other guilds, please join the Discord. P-War, they're going to do fantastic. Really excited to see how they do. Okay, here we go. Well, yep. All right, and then we're almost... we talked about the Empire. Lastly, we'll talk about HSC. Aiming for tier 14 plus. Please join our Discord in the community. Good for them. Really interesting thing. Yeah, WP War. Shout out them. Really excited to see how they're doing. What's up, Prox? Jeez. Really. So I don't know if y'all notice a theme here. The only guild that I'm seeing making a tier promise out of all this is HSC on both of theirs. So on their secondary they said 13 plus, and on their main they said 14 plus. So they're setting the bar high. And then we also have MM, which is setting up as number 1. So high stakes. Do you now curious from the chat's perspective, do you think that it is good to be advertising yourself as this, or marketing yourself as this, or setting the expectations like this before the boss strike starts? Because I'm mixed. On the one hand, I'm saying it's going to be, you're setting the bar high, you a lot of pressure to get there. But at the other time, I'm saying that might be really helpful for recruiting. So maybe, since they're getting it, we'll see. Thought you'd have said BSR there for a sec. No. Yeah, no, and just curious about that. I mean, it's got to help with recruiting. If you see like tier 13, tier 14, or number 1, like obviously you're going to be driven to that. But also, it's high expectations. So I'm curious. This leaderboard button, make sure to be watching this like a hawk. Really excited to see what players come out on top here. The goal for myself and players, I'd like to be in the top 500 of players. We'll see. I mean, we're going to see. Hard to say number 1 when there's few metrics. Yeah, and Doge, what I'm saying is just like, there's no metric other than the leaderboard, which we will know. I mean, we will know in 5 days who the number 1 guild in the game is. Without a doubt. It'll be right there. Not saying number 1 in terms of culture or anything like that, but number 1 in terms of they got the most points. But yeah, so we're gonna find out if they can live up to the expectations. But I'm rooting for them. I really want everyone, I know there's gonna be a lot of trash talk. I know the VCs, people are gonna be going at each other. But seriously, I hope as a community we can. I want there to be trash talk. I don't want to sell it as like, oh, no trash talk, no nothing. I would like there to be trash talk. But there are going to be a lot of new players in the community as well this weekend, talking and everything along those lines. So, guys, what I would say is let's have some fun trash talk this weekend. Let's not get so heated with each other, but let's keep it spicy. If you see new players or players who are trying to learn or being a little more vocal, let's make sure to help those players out and really be a very welcoming community, because this is a big weekend for the game too. We want the game to be super successful, because the more successful this game is, the more boss strikes we get, more events we get. So everyone, talk trash, have fun, kick ass, and be supportive of other people as well. But yeah, lots of comments here while I was going on that little tangent. Schmabo, what's going on? Hauken going to be the #1 player. Hauken, it might be the most slept on player in Battle Nations. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Hauken, but he speaks softly and carry a big stick, but he's about to show off that stick this weekend. That didn't sound right at all, but you know what I mean. W Stream Imp, the GOAT. Good to see you, man. I would love to get you in a stream. Not tonight. But I'd love to get you one of the streams this weekend. I posted my stream schedule, so let me know what works for you. Law, same goes to you. And also, guys, for the boss strike, those boss strike streams. Those will be open phone lines, so we will have a little fun segment for that. And still live after all this time. Yeah, we got a lot to go over. This is the final Battle Nations radio before we've had a boss strike. Sup, Law? Thought I missed everything. You did. You can catch it on Replay Gang a little bit. We infected a unit. We got a bullfrog, so big old swing and a miss. Trash talk every guild right now. All right, I'm gonna go through and rapid fire trash talk every guild right now. Let's hope cheating is non-existent, because it's not fun when someone ruins it for everyone. Appreciate it, brother. We will see what we are dealing with. Hey, yo. All right, quick. I'm going to trash talk every guild right now that is in that is level 80. So I'm going to do this on the fly. I've had no prep for this. Here we go. The Old Guard. Okay, Boomer, good job. You have 7 different guilds to get just one. Congratulations. We have free to win. Spend some money. Don't be broke. We have Public Service Company. Are you really letting AP be your leader? Yikes. We have BNA. Guys, give it up. The glory days are over. We have Cabbage Nation. I literally have never spoken to a person in there. We have PWX. Come on, guys. You only have 93 players. Yikes. Banana Stand Republic. Give it up, guys. Nobody likes bananas anyway. We have HSC Tier 13 plus my ass. All right. We have BSC, which is the 3rd HSC. I don't even know. I can't keep track of you anyway. Rebel Rejects, RR. RR could stand for so many bad things. We have SOC, Cool Bro. The Elite. Cool Ranch Mammoths. That's a copyright infringements. We have the Empire. Guys, the Star Wars thing was cool in the 80s. Let's give it up. Morgan's Mammoths, #1 at cheating. We have Goodfella Aces. That's cool. The mob was popular in the 20s. I'm not going to your Discord. We have HSC Tier 14 and P-War Reborn. Maybe it shouldn't have been Reborn. Okay. I have now pissed off every single player in this chat. So there's a little trash talk for everyone. I didn't mean any of that. That was just a little fun segment. I don't believe in any of that. I'm really excited for everyone. Yeah, welcome to my my stand-up bit there. Oh, I didn't see the comments. You don't want frustrated members who have no idea how this will go and people will perform. Understand what you're going for, the big stick reference. Oof. Look at that dude with the $5 haircut. Someone needs to make a Battle Nations guild slander meme video. I think we're sleeping in the level 1 guilds. TVH might sweep us. Those are rookie numbers. If Hobby said give it, Disney bought it, I would have been cooked. Look at the dude with oh, that was such a fun segment there, guys. No, I am going to say right now, my prediction is that every single level 80 guild will definitely get tier 10. I think everyone will also get tier 11. Y'all are going to do great. I figured I can make the jokes because we all know that's going to be the most competitive level. If you are in a level 80 guild, you are going to be very competitive. Even if you're a secondary level 80 guild, you're still going to be extremely competitive. So, what I want to say here, and we're going to kind of drive it to a close. I hope you all have liked the funky beats through this. I want to say kind of two things here and leave you with these thoughts before we get into Boss Strike. First off, I want to say seriously thank you. A lot of people have put a lot of time into prepping for this Boss Strike, into getting all these units ranked up, getting really excited for this event, recruiting their friends, making sure their resources are right, getting their guilds ready. So seriously, thank you. I know it's taken a lot of time and a lot of effort to get to where everyone needs to be, especially to be in those level 80 guilds, to be a true competitor in this game. And games like this thrive from competition. So to those of you all who have invested the time or have begun that time investment, seriously, thank you. It's been a huge time sucking, and I know it's been boring at times, but it's going to pay off. So thank you for that. And two is seriously, good luck, everyone. I really want everyone to do well. I know there's going to be trash talk. You just saw me. There's a lot of questions. I'm going to be doing live updates. We're going to be going live every day, but remember to thank Madrona for this. Remember to be, if there is a crash that happens, so be it. But be patient with the devs this weekend too. I really ask. They put a lot of effort and a lot of hours, man hours into this. So let's be patient with the devs this weekend. Let's give them some grace, especially on that first day. But yeah, this has been something we've been looking forward to. But I do want to do a little comment readout here. Here's one more roast. You look like you got mistook for a manager by Karen. With my blue shirt, I look like a manager at Best Buy. Massive shout out to Madrona Games. Much love the content. Wishing everyone good luck. A little competition. Yeah, competition is great for the game. I'm really excited to see this law. I'm thinking whoever gets to tier 10 first is probably going to be in a favorable time zone. So like a heavy European time zone, maybe even CN. I wish it didn't start at 3 a.m. Yeah, no, Judge, I agree, but I'm really happy to see how y'all did. I'm really excited for PSC. Here, Madrona definitely king more than any other dev. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end it there for tonight. I will see everyone Thursday at 8:30. I'm hoping to start earlier, but I have obligations earlier in that night, so we're going to see. I'll keep everyone updated. Good luck to everyone. If you have any questions, shoot me a question. Yeah, shoot me a ping on Discord. But I hope everyone has a good night, and we will see you on Thursday for the first ever Boss Strike Radio. Have a good night.